Prepositions of time are difficult to master, especially when you have to think about if you are learning American English or British English. We couldn't make it easy for you, so of course, there are different grammar rules depending on whether you are learning American English or British English. Today, I want to talk about on the weekend versus at the weekend. Which one is correct and how do we use them? Hi, I am Catherine and I'm a business English teacher. I help my students with interview practice, improving their presentation skills, or just general daily conversation within the workplace. If this is something you are interested in, be sure to subscribe and like this video as well. I would really appreciate it. So let's start with the American usage as it's the easiest one to explain and it's the quickest one as well. American English native speakers do not tend to use at the weekend. They will mostly use on the weekend. So I go fishing on the weekend. Present continuous. I went fishing on the weekend. Past tense. I will go fishing on the weekend. Future tense. Great, done. You nailed it. If only that was the end of the video and it was that easy. We now have to do the British English. So as always, there's multiple rules. We don't make it easy for you. So when we say, what did you do at the weekend? We are talking about the closest weekend coming or the closest weekend that just passed. So let's say we are talking on a Wednesday. We're talking about the Saturday before or the Saturday coming. At the weekend. It's the closest weekend. So if my colleague asks me, what did you do at the weekend? It's past tense, right? What did I do on the weekend before? So I'm going to answer, at the weekend, I walked my dog, I watered my plants, and I played badminton. Past tense, because it was the weekend that passed. But we both understand I'm talking about the most recent weekend that passed. So the closest weekend that passed. What if we are talking about the future? What if we are talking about the next weekend coming up? Well, same thing. What are you going to do at the weekend? I might ask this to my student. What are you going to do at the weekend? And my student will answer, at the weekend, I will study grammar, I will eat dinner with my friends, and I will play basketball. So future tense. At the weekend. We both understand my student is talking about the closest weekend coming. However, when we talk about a specific weekend of the past or future, or a celebration in the past or future, so not the closest weekend, but any other specific weekend, we use on. So for example, right now as I am filming this, it's the coronation weekend in the UK. For those that don't know, coronation is when the new king or queen is introduced to the throne. So our new king of England will be introduced to the throne. Everyone has parties, celebrates, and welcomes the new king. So I may say to my mum, what are you doing on coronation weekend? Or a really common one, what are you going to do on your birthday weekend? And my friend might answer, actually, I'm working on my birthday weekend, but I will go for dinner with my friends after work. We use on because it's in the future, sometime in the future, but it's a specific weekend that we are both talking about. So just to recap, on specific weekend or celebration, at the closest weekend that has just passed or is coming. Just a little native side note, you will hear British English speakers say, what are you doing this weekend? And this weekend means the weekend coming. So the next closest future weekend. So what are you doing this weekend? American and British English is slowly becoming intertwined because we watch so many American movies. All of our British singers tend to sing with an American accent. So you will hear British speakers saying, what are you doing on the weekend? They've started to mix together. But just so you know, the correct grammar to use in an IELTS test or in written English is at the weekend. What are you doing at the weekend? As always, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to click like if you haven't already. Thank you. Bye.